discuss the some facts related to the audit work in in the way to inspect various type of facilities in green building formation. Or suppose that if you have to establish any green building, then what uh, what are those parameters on the behalf of we have to decide that our building our building comes under the category of green building or not. So, how we will evaluate the facilities under the buildings? That whole things would be come under the category of audit work. So, here you can see the slide. I think this is very clear to you. This is very obvious fact. See what the points regarding the challenges to give an overview for the audit work. First one may be as the facilities of the grounds operational, safe, secure, attractive and comfortable. So कोई भी मैनेजमेंट है अगर इसमें ऑडिट हो रहा है फैसिलिटी का, तो ऑडिट में क्या होगा कि वो फैसिलिटी सारी चेक होंगी कि दैट आर कंफर्टेबल टू ऑल, this is feasible or not. If all the operational measurements are safe, are less with safety or not. And also we will talk about the security, and this should be very attractive as well as comfortable. Okay. Now the second point, it controls the costs through the conservation. The conservation would be in terms of energy, water as well as wastage. Because if we conserve the energy, water as well as waste, and definitely a conservation law would be feasible, and we will use a such type of mechanism which would be very fruitful for us, and that would be the keywords for to establish a green building technology. So for to find any type of certification, then there definitely there should be the conservation of the energy, water as well as waste. This is the very big challenges for us, in which we will talk about the controlling the cost through the conservation of energy, water as well as waste. And next one is the facilities, ground operational, safe, secure, as well as attractive as well as comfortable. And last one, that is a lack of understanding of energy management. Because of the lacking of understanding of the energy management, no organization should see a dream of green building because they don't understand the significance of energy management and minimize pollution, because we have to establish anything in our sector, and that things should be towards in such a way towards a goal, and the goal is a type of platform where we talk about the minimization of pollution. Now here the some facts are given. America's 120 billion buildings consume a 40 GS amount of energy. Residential and commercial buildings account for the almost 39% of the total US energy consumption, 38% of US carbon dioxide emissions are totally over there, and nearly all of the greenhouse gases (GHG) emissions from the residential as well as commercial sectors can be attributed to the energy used in buildings. Nearly all the greenhouse gases as well as nitrous oxide, carbon dioxide, carbon monoxide, these all are gases would be responsible for the global warming gases, and that would be come from the residential as well as commercial sectors. So such type of technology should be there in which we will talk about its control. Now, and this slides tells you about the energy management best practices. In the energy management best practices, each of the best practices fall into one of the following four major categories. First one is management. Now, first one is management. And management is talking about the energy efficient building operation and the big picture. Management based best practices. Each of best practices fall into one of the following major categories. First category is management. तो मैनेजमेंट की फर्स्ट कैटेगरी क्यों है? क्योंकि जो एनर्जी एफिशिएंट बिल्डिंग ऑपरेशन और बिग पिक्चर्स की बात होती है दैट वुड बी ऑन द बिहाफ ऑफ मैनेजमेंट. Next one is teamwork, because you have to establish a such type of system which would be also an energy efficient. And if we are interested to install energy efficient building, then the operation should be there in such a way that the energy efficient operation as well as energy efficient teamwork should be there to establish a green building. Our resources, information saves time and money, because if the resources are sufficient, and definitely we know that the information saves time as well as money. Due to the lack of information, it may be the wastage of time or wastage of money. Now, the next slide is related to the management. The best practices for the management. First one is goal, second one is planning, and third one is energy audit. And your main topic will be energy audit, in which we will talk about the auditification of the energy terms. The, firstly, we will talk about the goals. What is the difference in between the goals and the objectives? I am asking you. Just pause the video and put the answer in the comment box. No, okay. I hope कि आप pause करके आंसर दे चुके होंगे कि what is the difference in between the goals as well as objective. Basically, the goal terms is used for the long term as well as objective used for the short term. If we are talking, if we are studying in third or fourth semesters, and definitely if we are talking about the future marks of the semester, upcoming university marks, and definitely uh, we will set we will set an objective, and the objective, if the objective will be fulfilled, then definitely we will score the objected marks. But if I am telling you that some 11 people's team, 11 people's teams in cricket match, suppose that team is the Chennai Super Kings, and that team want to win this last match, and definitely the winning opportunity is there. But इसके लिए उन्होंने क्या बनाया, गोल बनाया. तो टीम वर्क जो चीज़ें सेट करती है दैट वुड बी गोल. लाइफ की गोल बात करो तो लॉन्ग टर्म में गाड़ी बंगले की बात करो तो हमें गाड़ी चाहिए, बंगला चाहिए, पैसा चाहिए, दैट वुड बी गोल. And for to establish any type of goal, that means you are talking about a planning, and without planning you can't do any type of one. So planning should be there. And planning would be there, so maybe directly or indirectly. The planning would be directly, then that means that you would be responsible for the all that type of actions will be performed in the way to clear your task. But if the planning is indirectly, then you cannot be responsible. But uh, the effect should be cleared by you. The third point is energy audit as well as accounting and reporting. This third point is your syllabus part of Unit 5, and this would be covered in this lecture. So we will discuss about all these points. The what is the term of energy audit? Firstly, I will talk about the term energy. What is energy? Actually, energy may be defined as a capacity to perform any type of work. And if we will if we talk about any home or any building, and you know the various type of appliances as fan, as bulb, as fridge, refrigerator, air conditioner, you know the all the appliances, all the devices will be operated with the help of electricity. That means that's why the electricity should be needed, so it is required. So to fulfill the demand, definitely there should be the presence of energy. So the we are auditing the energy work, because we have to make a green building, and the green buildings also processes a certain amount of energy, which would be responsible for the operation of various set of devices. But right now we are interested in dream work, and that dream work would be related to install a green building. और ग्रीन बिल्डिंग की अगर हम बात करें तो ग्रीन बिल्डिंग में क्या भी है कि हम उसमें पॉल्यूशन और कई सारी चीज़ों को नेगलेक्ट करते हैं, पॉल्यूशन फ्री रखना चाहते हैं। तो उसके लिए हमको क्या करना होगा, कई सारी चीज़ें ऐसी सिस्टम में लानी होंगी जिससे कि पॉल्यूशन ना हो। Now the next word is accounting and reporting. After the energy audit, that some work would be related to accounting, and after the accounting, the reporting word would come in the existence. So I think we should proceed forward. I think all things would be very clear to you. If the any type of comment is rising in your mind, just put in the comment box, and definitely I will answer all these questions which are running in your mind right now. So from the slides, you can see over here the goals. Definition or the points for the goals are given over here. Now, if we are interested to incorporate goals for the energy efficient building operation into the strategic business plan, then there may be the some following points. First point is gain the attention of senior management by increasing their understanding of efficient operation as part of asset management. Definitely, if the management would not be serious or would not be aware for an efficient building operation, then definitely uh, you can't complete your task. You can't complete the task because the management is having no awareness for that part. That means you have to gain the attention of senior management by increasing their understanding of efficient operation as part of asset management. The second point regarding a goal is that is the efficient building operation reduces operating costs as well maintains comfort. It means in the way to establish an energy efficient building, in the such type of operation should be there to establish efficient building that reduces the operating cost as well maintains comfort. कंफर्ट जोन को मेंटेन करना होता है और ऑपरेटिंग कॉस्ट को कम करना होता है efficient building operation के through. This is the second goal, and next point represents the next goal. I think from the view of senior management, and that is it is also there to obtain the senior management support for the operation and management in general, and for every efficient building operation in particular. Here, here the word is planning is so. What is the meaning of planning? Actually, planning is there for only one purpose. That is, it requires require an energy management plan with energy efficient operations as a key component. In this figure, you know the word is identified over here, reduce is over here, measurement is over here. The planning would be imposed with the help of these terms. And if we see these points, in these points, we are talking about the energy management and what the energy management is doing. The energy management is having a plan, and that plan would be a strategic, rational way. For what purpose? Actually, this strategic, rational way is the only way that is to examine energy investment choices using data on energy using facilities. The planning part is continued, and some other points are over here. Now, second point denotes of purchasing clean and reliable energy at the lowest cost. Why we are talking about the lowest cost? Because we have to maintain uh, maintain the decorum of that point in which we were talking about the lowest cost. If we are reducing the cost, and definitely at the lower value of cost, we will purchase clean as well as reliable energy. And in these points, we are replacing our old equipment and system with new efficient technologies. Why we use efficient and new technologies? Because the new technologies having some modifications, and on the behalf of modification, they came in existence, and whatever the devices came in existence, that would be very beneficial for us. The third point is the operating energy consuming equipment efficiently. Actually, what happens if the operating is energy is used, then definitely that would consume uh, particular amount of energy very efficiently. And the next point is creating a return energy management plan that not only includes fuel purchasing. Here the energy management plans is over here. The main elements of energy plans would be start from the make commitments. It means you before the planning of energy management, we will talk about the commitment, because the commitment is very important for to design any organization, and definitely we are talking right now about the such type of organization would be uh, totally green building. And when we are talking about the green building, then definitely commitment should be very important, and it matters. And, further, we will talk about the assets performance and asset goals. Now, here we are proceeding to create the action plan, and after the action plan, after creating the action plan, go for the implementation, because we have planned action format, and after the creation of action plan, it would be implemented, and after the implementation, it will be evaluated, and during the evaluation process, all those things would be evaluated step by step, and when the evaluated progress would be done, and definitely it recognizes the achievements, and if it reverts back to the assess performance, it would be it would be in the way to reassess, and after the reassess, the data would be and reached at this block, and this block would be would be related to the assess performance, and then this cyclic process would run once again. And this process would continue if something is going from this part, if something is going from this part. If something is going from this part, then the achievement would be recognized, and something is going this part, and this cycle would be repeated. Now there are some following energy management plans. First one is the background, second one is the energy management policy, next one is energy management team, then energy baseline, energy conservation targets, and the next point is no low cost energy efficiency initiatives, as well as energy capital reserve conservation capital. Now, a very important topics is front of us, at the how the authentication takes place for the energy consumption for the green buildings, as well as by accounting, as well as reporting, also discussed in these slides. So, for providing a basic foundation, uh, are some following points. First one is First point is all about the conduction of an energy audit. Best practices set 10. In this point, we will talk about the conduction of energy audit. Basically, it provides a basis for setting realistic energy savings goals and record and track the progress of energy saving strategies. Establish an energy capital ledger as well as the next points say indicate the possible areas for improved operations as well as maintenance. And the last point is related to the motivation of operational management staff by continually giving them feedback through monthly reports. अगर हम बात कर रहे हैं एनर्जी ऑडिट को कंडक्ट कराने की, so for the authentication, there are some external bodies that would be in the form of officers, and they will check all the things on the behalf of documentation. They will get either these things are good or bad, and after the evaluation, after the authentication, they will tick. If they tick on any fact, then all the facts are good. If they did not take on the mentioned data that would be audit again and again till they are not picked. Now, engaging the organization. In the engaging the organization, there are some several points as technological change, organizational change, as well as behavioral change. And these three terms would be if these three terms emerge and in for a new word, then after the combination of these three words, a new word would come in existence, and that word would be the success. If the success word would if the success word is to be feasible, then definitely we will talk about the combination of these three words. That will be behavioral change, organizational change, technological change. If the organization change takes place, then definitely the behavior of staff would be changed, and if the morale of personality would change, then definitely the stage of technology will change, and we will talk about the innovations. And if we are at the stage of innovation, then definitely we are a developed body of the organization as well as the organization too. So, if the organizational change, behavioral change, technological change combines, and these three words would be in existence in the merged form, and definitely a success word would be there. The next one is the teamwork. Teamwork, it means we will talk about the staffing, training, outsourcing, partnership. Why we are talking about the training work? Actually, you have to perform any type of duty. Uh, Before to perform duty, there should be a training program. Without getting any type of training, you can't perform accurately and efficiently. So training is very important for all the body of organizations. Outsourcing and then partnership. Because the revenue of that type of organization or business, that means we are talking about the revenue with surplus charges, and definitely the partnership matters. Now, the next word is staffing. In staffing, employ a skilled staff members whose primary focus is developing and implementing the organization energy management plan. Here we will talk about hiring a professional energy manager, assigning the energy management function to a technically qualified staff person. यहाँ पे हम क्या बात कर रहे हैं, प्रोफेशनल एनर्जी मैनेजर को हायर कर रहे हैं, या या असाइन कर रहे हैं किसी एनर्जी मैनेजमेंट फंक्शन को, इसलिए टेक्निकली क्वालिफाइड स्टाफ पर्सन। अब क्या होगा, इसको प्रोवाइड करेंगे एडिक्वेट अप टू डेट एनर्जी मैनेजमेंट ट्रेनिंग फॉर द स्टाफ मेंबर्स और असाइन करेंगे एनर्जी मैनेजमेंट पोजीशन के लिए। देन वी विल कंसीडर अबाउट मेंबर्स ऑफ एन ऑर्गेनाइजेशन दैट स्पेसिफिकली support energy management such as the Association of Energy Engineers and the Association of Professional Energy Managers. Now, clearly define the energy management job function along the reporting and the authority guidelines. Now we will assign a contracting representative and a body to work with the energy manager when he or she investigates. Now the next time is training. And with the training, we are doing some type of tasks to maintain our decorum for that organization. We train the building operation in energy efficient practices. Firstly, employ a confident, sophisticated, and motivated facility staff that has a clear understanding of how to operate in buildings energy consuming system efficiently, no matter how sophisticated the technology. ठीक है, जो क्या होता है, टेक्नोलॉजी ऐसा हो सकता है कि बहुत सोफिस्टिकेटेड हो। सो सोफिस्टिकेटेड टेक्नोलॉजी को यूज़ करने के लिए किसी एम्प्लॉय को क्या करना पड़ेगा, एक ट्रेनिंग देना पड़ेगा जिससे कि वो कॉन्फिडेंट हो, मोटिवेटेड हो और बहुत पॉजिटिव हो अपने वहाँ बिल्डिंग में ऑपरेशन परफॉर्म करने के लिए। इफ़ द स्टाफ वुड बी कॉन्फिडेंट टू ऑपरेट एनी टाइप ऑफ फंक्शन इन दैट ऑर्गेनाइजेशन इन दैट बिल्डिंग, डेफिनेटली it would be fulfilled, it would be feasible only and only on the behalf of energy efficient training. The second point denotes the development of individual training plan and budget for each facility staff members. क्योंकि यहाँ पे during the training I think there should be some amount it will be paid to trainee as well as for provide the resources कि जिससे कि वो चीज़ों को समझ जाए। Outsourcing, outsourcing is over here because we are talking about the increment of the quality of service provided by the service contractor. In outsourcing, we are talking about the increment of service contractor accountability for the both maintenance as well as efficient building operations. The next one is partnership. Acknowledge energy minus acknowledge energy that is efficient operation as across areas as well as function and activity. पार्टनरशिप की बात करें, एनर्जी सेविंग को अगर इंक्रीज करना है, इक्विपमेंट लाइफ को इंक्रीज करना है, डेफिनेटली एक एजुकेटेड इक्विपमेंट यूज़र होना चाहिए। और इक्विपमेंट यूज़र्स को क्यों होना चाहिए, क्योंकि वो जानता है दैट हाउ टू प्रॉपरली ऑपरेट एनर्जी कंज्यूमिंग डिवाइस, कि कैसे कोई एनर्जी कंज्यूमिंग डिवाइस को यूज़ करना है। सो reduce O&M problems, operation and management problems, trouble calls for O&M stops. Identify staffs, involve these individuals in energy management process education. So education is a key word that would provide the awareness regarding the energy regarding the green building installation. Periodically remind equipment users such as custodians, tenants, and employees to turn off equipment, as well as this is the subject regarding the advantage of similarity. Take the advantage of meetings, company and news centers, etc. Whereas perform the periodic nights and weekend audits to discover the equipment is operating that could be turned off, including lights and office equipment. ठीक, तो लास्ट वाला पॉइंट इसलिए है कि चीज़ें सारी की सारी फंक्शन कर रही है कि नहीं कर रही हैं, सो दैट शुड बी ऑडिट वीकली। I think many points are over here. Some portions will be covered in next lectures. So if any query is arising in your mind, just put it in the comment box. I will answer all these questions. So please. just pause the video and just put the question on the comment box. I think no questions are here. Here the energy star, as you can see over here. Building an energy program. Building an energy program. If we are talking about the build an energy program, definitely we will talk about the guidelines for energy management. Definitely guidelines should be decided, बिकॉज अगर गाइडलाइंस हैं तो अब चीज़ें क्या होंगी, एक दायरे में डिसिप्लिन में होंगी, जिससे क्या होगा कि जो ग्रीन बिल्डिंग कॉन्सेप्ट है वो सारे फिजिबल होने के चांसेस ज़्यादा होंगे. सेकेंड मतलब बिजनेस केस फॉर एनर्जी एफिशिएंसी. एनर्जी एफिशिएंसी के लिए बिजनेस केसेस होने चाहिए, और अगर एक एनर्जी प्रोग्राम बिल्ड करना है तो कई सारे बिजनेस केसेस जिसमें एफिशिएंटली एनर्जी यूज़ होती हो और ग्रीन बिल्डिंग टेक्नोलॉजी को यूज़ करने के लिए वो सारी चीज़ें होनी चाहिए वहाँ पे. और फाइनेंसिंग स्ट्रेटजी जो है, फाइनेंसिंग स्ट्रेटजी और इंसेंटिव, ये सारी चीज़ें क्लियर होनी चाहिए कोई भी एनर्जी प्रोग्राम्स को बिल्ड करने के लिए. बेंचमार्क एनर्जी यूज़. Learn about benchmarking. Actually, benchmarking is a concept in which we compare our organization to a set that type of organization which is at a very higher level. अगर कोई हायर लेवल पर उससे हम कंपेयर करते हैं, then we will compare, and after the comparison we will get some facts, and to establish a very new developed association we will start to work on them. And so we use energy star tools. Second is improve energy star in action programs as well as policy leveraging energy stars. And next one is energy recognition for our buildings or plants, for our commercial new construction projects as well as organization also. कोई भी प्रोजेक्ट चाहे दैट अगर कोई भी नया काम है उसके रिकॉग्निशन इज़ अ वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट फॉर अस. सो लास्ट पॉइंट इज जस्ट सब्जेक्टेड to give and a very important section in which we will talk about the earning of recognition and the resources, the best practices and energy management standards, tools, energy audits, etc.